exactly it. A willingness to be the most optimal, best version of yourself. That's what the show is. That's who it's for. Go follow the Twitter, follow the fucking Twitch, whatever. Thursdays one. That's my intro. Z, what does the show mean to you? Properly introduce yourself. Let them know who you are and why the fuck you're the GOAT.
What's poppin', what's good? I'm Ansem. I'm a trader, I'm an engineer, I'm an entrepreneur. Honestly, man, I love marketing, I love the internet. I've made nearly all of my money being early to trends and predicting them before they happen. And so that's the main thing I want to do on the show. I want to look at where the internet's going, look at where markets are going, look at what I'm researching and what I'm looking at. And yeah, be able to share that information. It's really important to me because you guys probably know me from fucking crypto Twitter. The only reason I was on crypto Twitter and was able to learn how to trade online is because there were a ton of people who were really important in my learning process, like Trader Main, all of the YouTube videos he was putting out early, all the information he was putting out on Twitter, Kobe, all the information he was putting out. I don't know if y'all know the fucking pyramid that he had way back in the day with like Bitcoin and ETH at the top, and like shitty altcoins in the middle, and then like the Cryptopia, crazy altcoins underneath of that. But yeah, like there were people online that I gravitated towards and had their own domain knowledge, and they were willing to put themselves out there and share that knowledge with people. And that's how I taught myself how to trade, and that's how I taught myself how to make money. So it's really, really, really important for me to have this platform and be able to do that for other people and share that. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I would say my origin story might not be as interesting as yours, but bro, I was constantly online, bro. I was a fucking nerd. I was a gamer too, like World of Warcraft, Age of Empires,
I think you're the brother. I think you're the GOAT. You're fucking. Obviously, you've existed on CT and kind of like at the peak of CT. You've been a main character on there for quite some time, and obviously you have a sparking leading interest in media. You've gone live a few times. You're live on Twitter right now. You have a massive Twitter following, and anybody in tech, finance, crypto especially, follows you and keeps up with you regularly. And the truth is, if you've listened to Ansem and you've read all of his tweets, you didn't ignore the important parts, and you really have listened to what he has said over the last several years, you've likely made a lot of money. And that's just what it is. I guess that begs the question, though. We're here, right? We're here, we're live, we're starting a new news program about markets, and you're live. Your co-host is FaZe Banks. Why? Why now? Why this? Why are you in front of the camera? Why?
Bro, I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. So in 2016, this is when I first learned about crypto. I was at Georgia Tech. I was studying computer science, and my minor was in business. I had an emerging technologies class for my minor. And my professor was a super smart guy. One of the core focuses of that class was Bitcoin. This was back in 2016. So Bitcoin was trading at like $200 or something around there. Yeah, bro. Fuck it. Yeah, exactly. And I had a ton of friends in that class, but none of us bought Bitcoin at the time. I graduated in 2017, and I was working in New York as a software engineer. And I had another mentor, and the mentor was like, "Yo, you're smart. You're a good engineer."
Bitcoin was $200 in 2016.
Yes, bro. What were we doing?
I was moving to LA with Rice Gum and fucking Summer Rae and Alyssa Violet, and I spent a lot of money on that house. I know you guys remember that house.
I'm telling you, there's so many opportunities. I look back, like we should have just put some money in some shit, bro. But yeah, 2017 when I started buying Bitcoin, and yeah, it was really important. I had mentors that were basically pushing me in that direction, but I could never get any of my friends really interested in it. Like, I could never get my friends to buy early. My friends didn't start buying until, like, recent cycles. Like, I got some into Solana, some into Hype, thankfully. But it was like, there was no real way to communicate what I was doing because I'm spending 24 hours online, but I couldn't really communicate that.
Because you're limited to, and you're constrained to text on a screen. You're tweeting all day, and you'll do a whole big, long 20-thread thesis on something, but people will just focus on the ticker and ignore everything else. As you know, and I feel like you're very misunderstood. I feel like we have that in common, and I really respect and appreciate like your resilience and just like you standing on business and remaining, you know, ethical and just a really great guy. It's like, yeah, you already know how it is. You give somebody advice or you mention something, they go off and they win with it, they make money with it, they're a genius, it was all them, whatever. And if it goes wrong, it's all your fault. And it's fucking brutal, it's miserable, right? But yeah, bro, since I've known you, I've been pailing you on fucking media and getting in front of a camera. I think it's super, super important. We talked a little bit about who this show is for, and yeah, I gave my take kind of on like AI, the future of AI. Like we can get into the middle class stuff maybe. I see you pulling it up right now. This is good.
Yeah, so right now I think AI is in a similar spot that crypto was in.
Share
like
Z screen, the CL
2017.
thing.
Yeah,
'Cause his screen's full screen now. Yeah, there you go. Oh, it's to be bigger too.
yeah, I'll pull up again. Okay. But yeah, so
This is such a good tweet.
AI was like AI right now. I think is in a similar spot that crypto was in 2017. Like ChatGPT didn't even exist in 2021. They had 0 users, and now they have 900 million monthly active users. And it's like even those 900 million monthly active users, those are mostly people in the free plan. Those aren't people who are like using it to its fullest potential, like using the paid plan, using it to code and all these other things. And I feel like right now we're kind of in a position in human history where like if you are an innovator and if you are active and if you are like really if you're really diligent with where you're spending your time, you can just leapfrog and be so far ahead of where your peers are going to be. Now this CL tweet is kind of talking about like rough timeline of the elites versus the lower class. So historically, power like centralized at the top. And if you go way back to like 100,000 BC, what he talks essentially talking about there is like when it was just man kill animal, then you eat that for food, the woman has the baby, protect the house. Like it wasn't like people had all this other shit. There wasn't like different levels of wealth. It was like people were just surviving and providing for themselves. Then as technological changes happened, people got more advanced. There are different forms of wealth, different forms of innovation. Like once we had fucking armies with kings and shit, and people taking over other nations, it was like if you aren't as strong or don't have as much power as we do, we're literally gonna kill you and we're gonna take your women and we're gonna take your land and everything else. And so that was obviously like the beginnings of where there were levels of wealth and levels of power disparity. He talks about in World War II, like after the Industrial Revolution, there were these specialized labor unions, which obviously had a ton of power. And that was probably the peak of like middle class and lower class.
Well, it's kind of in a lot of ways the birth of it, right? It was like the birth of the middle class.
I come here and learn this, bro.
Yeah,
for sure. And so he was saying that's like the peak of how we're kind of all on the same similar playing field, but now with
Let me pop up. So, bro, what they doing right there is good, bro. Honest. But I just shout out to him, bro. He's bringing back FaZe. He's attempted to. What he's gonna do with FaZe, I don't know. Right now he's doing stuff with the poly market and talking with this guy. So I don't know. Like this is kind of his new like podcast. I guess you guys can say he has a podcast now. I just want to know about FaZe, but he kind of talked a little bit about it. I seen that a couple of the boys posted on X saying core group, this and that, pictures of them in FaZe. So maybe we see a collab with all of them. Maybe they come back into FaZe. I don't know. I don't really have a pull like that. But Ron did say he did want to create an aura. Just creating the name would be the hardest part. But what if they just go back to FaZe? Then they don't have to create a name. So I definitely like to see where that goes. Definitely, FaZe Banks and the new thing is doing here with the poly market. That's a really smart idea, bro. I feel like if I wasn't like if I didn't have to like go somewhere or anything, bro, I would definitely be on that watching it. Cause bro, that's actually like that's actually insane. Like, bro, imagine just get free. You just get free everything, bro. Like you don't have to pay for the course anymore. You get free ways to make money. Like that. So Marlon just tweeted too. New beginning, let's get it. Oh, house tour. I'm gonna watch that later. I'll probably go live and we watch that together maybe. I know the Knicks are playing tonight, bro. Shout out to Knicks, bro. We gotta win tonight, bro. Close out the series, bro. Knicks in 6. You feel me? Yeah, this one's just special, bro. I wanna see where FaZe goes, bro. And if you're looking for new people to join them, bro, got me right here, bro. Let me know. Stop playing. Alright, boys. I'll catch you in the next one.